recording, give me a thumbs up, a 3, 2, 1, or whatever. Oh, looks like we're recording. Hello, everybody. This is Karen Batty. It is Wednesday, June 6th, 2018. And tonight we are talking about our team's best summer ever mega party. Now, some of you might already have a clue of what this is about, and some of you might be thinking, what the heck is that? Well, it's a party where you have many, many consultants, many, many guests, but one party. Years ago, we did this live at our sales meeting venue where every consultant invited customers. But now we're going to take that to the virtual world. Okay, so here's in a nutshell how it's going to work. So we've already created an event. And, a group, because we can no longer use Post My Party or SynShare with events. We can only do that with a group. So we've created a group. The directors are already in it. After this call, you can request to be added to that group. Okay? So we're going to have lots of consultants and directors. Okay? We can each add up to 25 guests a piece. Okay, so what you want to do is you don't want to just add 300 Facebook friends into this group. How many of you have ever been added to a group that you didn't request to be added to and you were kind of upset about it? Like, wait a minute, who put me in here? Yeah, so we do not want to have that happen. Okay, so you are to personally reach out to people first, invite them, and then add them to the group once they say, yes, I want to be part of this. So that all the people that are in that group want to be part of the group. Has anybody ever had a virtual party that was kind of quiet, crickets? You're like, where's all the interaction? Anybody have a party like that ever? Yeah. Well, this isn't going to be like that at all, because there's going to be tons of consultants and directors, and everybody wants to be part of it. So there's going to be lots of excitement. Now, you will each set up your own party go and set it up like you would any other party. You're going to set it up with yourself as the host, and you'll create a link. Some of you may or may not be aware that just a recent change in the last couple of weeks, I think, is that we can now include a Facebook URL in that in the invite. So when you set up a party and you go to the party page to edit the party page, just below where you pick out a theme or whatever and you put wording for your invite, just below that, there's now a space that you can include the URL for the event. And we'll be giving you that URL so you can pop it in there. And then under that, you can name your party anything you want, like Mega Team Party or Best Summer Ever Party or whatever. And so once a person says yes, that they want to be added to it, you can add them to the group and then send them the link to your website. And in that will also be the link to the Facebook group. So no links are going to be posted on this mega event. But every day a director is going to go live. We've got posts already lined up and ready to go. Thank you, Lori Toole, for creating that for us. And every time a product is posted about, it will say, contact your consultant for the ordering link. Okay, so nobody's links are going to be posted on the event. You're just going to be sharing it with the people that you added to the group. Okay, we don't want your people requesting to be added into the group. We want you personally adding them in there, because then when we look at who's in the group, it will say who added them. So if this person has a question or talks about booking and maybe you missed the post, each day a director is going to sort of keep a close eye on things, at least check in a few times a day. We'll be able to then look up, oh, who is this person? Oh, it belongs to this consultant. We'll give them a heads up. Okay, so that's why you're going to personally invite, personally add. Okay, we are going to have daily drawings. Okay, you'll get all the details on that, but every single day there's going to be a giveaway. Plus, there's going to be extra things when people book or join your team. Okay, so you want to invite all kinds of people to this. If your family and friends really aren't interested, your close family and friends really aren't interested in hosting, you can still invite them, but really invite long distance people first. Invite people who might have been on the fence about hosting and didn't do it. Maybe people that you think would have great virtual parties, but they're kind of hesitant because they're like, what are these things about? Maybe someone that you think would be a great virtual consultant, but they have no idea what these virtual parties are about. This is a great way that you can sort of let them in on the know, you know, kind of give them experience of it. And then all of a sudden they might decide, yeah, I think I want to book one of these. Or, I could totally be a consultant doing a virtual party. If you are a consultant who's never done a virtual party, or you haven't done many of them and you're kind of struggling with them, this is going to be a place for you to make money because you're going to keep the sales that you get from this, get bookings because your director team is going to work to get as many bookings from this as possible, add to your team because we're going to work to inspire as many people as possible to want to take advantage of what's being offered in June, and for you also to do on-the-job training. You can kind of see how the virtual parties work. You can see how the directors, what they post, how they comment to get more interaction, and how they respond to different people's posts if they may have some seeds there about booking or about the business. Okay, so for you guys, it's not a lot of work. I mean, if you want to go and do a little live segment because you're using a product in your kitchen during the week of the event, which, by the way, runs June 11th through June 15th, you can go ahead and do that, but you are absolutely positively not required. We've already got a lineup of people. Once a day, a director is going to get on there and do a live segment. Okay, so really this can be super easy for you. Now, show of hands, who's going for some free products this month? Yes, good, every hand's up. Except Joanne, I didn't see your hand up. Hopefully you're still going for it. Yes, okay, yay. Okay, so this is going to really help. 500 in sales in the month of June is the first level of the sell-a-thon, okay? So we could all do this in this one party. But the other thing is, so if you're feeling like I've booked as many live parties as I can, this is just going to be a gimme to you. Just hop on and get your people in there, and we're pretty much going to do the rest. Now, it doesn't mean you don't have to do anything. You've got to kind of keep an eye on your people. We expect that you'll check in once a day for a few minutes. Okay, scroll through, check on your people, see if any comments have been made, and follow up if you see anybody who's interested in booking, if they've posted, or if they've asked questions about the business. The director team will answer the questions, but keep an eye and see if any of your people are asking questions so you can follow up with them. Also, because we're doing daily drawings, we need to keep track of who's placed orders, who's booked, and who's joined your team. So we're going to be sharing a Google Doc link with you, where each day, once you check in, if anybody new of your customers has placed an order online, it's your responsibility to pop into that Google Doc and log their name in there for the next daily drawing. If any of your customers have scheduled a party with you, it is your responsibility to get them on that Google Doc so they get their name into that drawing. Okay? But easy peasy. It's pretty much a gimme. The directors are paying for all the prizes, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, let me just look through my notes here. Talked about that. So after this call is done, if you want in, if you're thinking, yeah, absolutely, I want in on this, you need to contact your director, message your director, and say, I want in. Your director will then add you to the Facebook group and send you the instructions, step-by-step instructions, because we really need everybody to follow the guidelines. If anybody just willy-nilly adds 200 people to this event without inviting them first, and someone's angry about that and they post like an angry message, we don't want to spoil the stew, okay? If one or two people start posting links to their websites on there, it could mess everything up. People could, one person's customer could order on another consultant's website. So we really need everybody to adhere to the guidelines, read them over a couple of times before you start adding people. Contact your director if you've got any questions at all, okay? But better yet, while you're on here, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and let me know. And Lori and Michelle and Belinda, those are the people I can see who are directors who are on the first screen. Oh, and Kathy, if you guys can think of any detail that I have missed, please feel free to
Nope.
jump in.
I don't have a detail that you missed, but oh my goodness, everybody, have you ever been on a virtual party and there's 750 guests involved? Because right now there's 30 of us on here on this call. If every single one of us invite 25 people, that's 750 right here. And we know that there is so many more of you. I know there's, I think, 3 other ones in my team that are definitely want to be in. So, oh my goodness, this could be huge, you guys. This could be absolutely huge. So that's all I wanted to say. Goodbye.
Thank you, Belinda. Hey, Michelle, you got your hand raised? You want to unmute? You're muted.
Okay, all I want to say is this is the first time we've ever done anything like this. So there might be kinks that need to be worked out. There might be sort of issues that we run into. We have this in our mind how it's going to go, but with this many people participating, anything could happen. But what Karen said is gospel. No posting of your links. No. Here's another thing. We're probably going to have some little games in there. Consultants, if you want to answer, you can, but I personally would leave that up to the guests.
Yeah.
You want your guests involved in the games. There's nothing wrong with tagging people and going, hey, Susan, I think you know the answer to this. Make sure you hop on or something. So it's okay to tag your people, but let them have the fun. I can't think of a better way to start your summer than to have all of this done for you. It's sort of like when you throw a party and you have a caterer come in and they're the ones that are setting up and serving the food and you're just inviting the guests and mingling and then the caterer cleans up afterwards. We're the caterers. Okay? Come and have a great time. And it's a great start to your summer.
And thank you, Michelle. And definitely, I've been running quite a few groups. And if nobody here has really run a group, I mean, it's going to scroll. And a group posting is going to, if somebody posts on a post, it's going to pop to the top. So what you always want to do when you hop on once a day is scroll through those posts so that you can see if there is any post in there that you do want to tag somebody. You know, one of your guests loves to bake cakes and all of a sudden there's something there about a cake. Make sure you tag them because sometimes even the guests are going to miss this stuff. So you do want to make sure you're also on top of it. So definitely tag your people and always scroll through those messages.
Yeah, I just started doing my virtual parties and groups this week, Belinda.
Yeah.
So far, I'm loving it because the people that are in there are definitely seeing what I'm posting.
Mm-hmm.
Like events where they may not be seeing it, but I do know what you're saying by it does not go in order like an event. But I mean, those are changes that we've just got to embrace and get used to.
Well, it's no big deal. It's sort of like our Facebook groups that we have for our teams. Works the same way as that. Those are groups, not events. So same thing. Yes,
Laurie?
And the posts are numbered. So
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the
Awesome.
posts are numbered. So if they see post 15 when they hop on, they're going to know they need to go find 1 to 14.
Good job, Laurie.
And think about when you are host coaching your virtual party hosts right now. What do you encourage them to do? You encourage them to personally invite. You encourage them to tag their people. You encourage them to personally message their people. So, be the best host. Okay, so all those tips that you give to your virtual party hosts, do that yourself. I don't know about you, but I tell every virtual party host to take a catalog around for a week too while the party's running, just in case any of their friends outside Facebook want to place an order as well. So you know what? Do the same thing yourself. Be the very best host possible. And just so you guys know, you can definitely get June bookings from this. So that $1,500 free-for-all level means you're going to receive whatever the to die for front of the catalog product is. Okay, $1,500 in sales. That's about 2 to 3 parties. Okay, we already heard about Sharon who had a $2,500 party. Okay, if you've set your sights on free products, this mega show from the 11th through the 15th, the bookings that come from it and the sales that come from it can really help you maybe get to a level you might not have thought was possible. So any questions from consultants? Yes, Bethany, I see you raising your hand. You'll need to unmute though, because you're muted.
Okay, there I am. I had a question with and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here whatsoever, because like you said, you've never done one of these virtual, but with posting in groups, and if you add somebody, and we have like 750 people, how many notifications are your guests going to be? Like, are they going to have like their entire Facebook notification thing just plastered with posts? Or I just wanted to know what was going to happen with that.
I'm not sure if they're going to get a notification with every comment or just with every post. Lori, do you know about that?
If
Sharon does.
Go ahead, Sharon, take it.
I always include a video of how they can adjust their notification settings. So if they want all or highlighted or none. So if there's like a post that we could do, or I do a screen video showing them how they can adjust it so they can meet their needs. Because I think if we all welcome everyone who comes in, that's a lot of posts.
Oh, I don't know.
Right,
We're going to give them an opportunity to kind of introduce themselves all under one post. So actually, that's a good point. We probably shouldn't outwardly with a post welcome every person.
And Laurie Toll, I actually have a post, a picture that I can send you if you want to fit it in there, that exactly tells them how they can reset their notifications if you want that.
I have one too, but I think I would like to see Sharon's video.
Oh, okay, yep.
Because I have the screen, I have the pictures, but some people still don't get it. Sharon, your video step by step, and it's for a group or an event.
Great question, Bethany.
I personalize it to every group, so I'll just make one for the group, and then I'll send it to you on Facebook Messenger, and you can use it or not.
Okay.
Awesome.
Excellent.
That's great, and that should be right at the beginning of the party, because
I could put it in.
Yeah, because then that's a really good point, Bethany, because I never know if, I know how many posts we're going to post, but I don't know if 750 people see every single comment. That's going to be a lot.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk over you. I've hosted a couple of virtual parties myself, like 3 or 4, and because the parties are usually fairly small, like we tell them to adjust their notification settings to all, so that they don't miss anything.
Mhm.
But I had like one or two guests in one party that like didn't get that, and all of a sudden they were getting notifications for everything, and then like midway through the party I had this one woman like fly off the handle like, "You need to stop, you're overloading my box." And I'm like, whoa, sorry, this wasn't what you expected. Like I totally came in with the, apologetic route, and,
And I would
talked her through how to adjust everything. But at the same time, like, I just didn't want people all of a sudden getting like 750 guests worth of notifications flying through their inbox.
Yeah, and I might actually PM my personal guests to say, hey guys, it's going to be a huge event with lots of consultants. You might want to adjust your notifications accordingly.
Yeah.
Just to make
Good
sure.
idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Any other questions or comments like that? That's fabulous. This is what we need to really.
Yeah. Hi, Karen. Can you hear me?
Yes, Michelle.
Oh, yes. Hello. So I have no idea what's going on because I've been really busy with work, and I'm here in San Diego this week for work. So you said something about like a mass group party, and I don't really know what you guys are talking about.
Okay. Well, then you must have missed the beginning of the call, but it's being recorded. So everybody who's on here, most of them have been on since the beginning. So I'm not going to go back and re-explain everything, but definitely it's being recorded, and then we're going to send out an email with all kinds of information, including the playback, so you can listen in from the beginning.
Okay.
It'll make more sense to you that way.
Okay, great. Thanks.
And thanks for joining us when you're away in San Diego. Hope you're having a good time on the trip.
Yeah, it's been really busy, so it's nice to have a few minutes of downtime here.
Right. Okay, any other questions?
Not right now, but I'm
Karen,
now I think I'm up to speed.
The notifications, how would we adjust?
Sue has a question. Sue?
I'm sorry, I hear someone talking, but I can't quite hear. Is that Sue? Nope.
Yes, my question was, you said adjust your notifications. What do you mean about that?
Sharon's going to be making a video explaining it, and it's so that guests can choose how they're notified. They can choose to be notified just of posts, or they can choose to be notified of all comments and posts or whatever. But Sharon will make a recording, and you can make sure your guests listen to that so that they're not getting over notification to the point of being annoyed by bing, 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 having their phone blow up.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Who's this?
Barbara?
This is Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi. So we're setting ourselves up as hosts. So we'll be receiving the host benefits?
Yes, for your customers.
Okay.
So you're not going to post your link. You're going to create it, though. And then when someone says, yes, they want to be involved, you're going to add them to the event and then send them the URL from your event. So they can save that in their Facebook Messenger so that when they want to order, they can just click through that. And they will be reminded throughout the event, contact your consultant for ordering.
Okay.
Yep, so you will keep all the sales and the bookings and the recruits that come from your people.
Okay. And when does it start?
The 11th through the 15th.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And like I said, the email that comes out, it's going to have all the details. Start and the step-by-step instructions. I'll actually add in there something about notification settings. Let me write that in there.
And the, Karen, if you're going to be like sort of, you and I can talk about this later, but that Google link.
The Google Doc, we talked about that's already in there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right. So I am so excited about this. Yeah, we have all done, the director team has all done virtual parties before, so that part of it isn't new. We've also done mega shows live, but this is kind of putting the two together, and I'm so excited. and so you guys who are involved in it, be thinking about ways throughout the week that we run it, ways to enhance it, make it better, make it easier, make it more streamlined. Because if this works out well, this is definitely something we can roll out maybe every other month to do as new products come out and things like that. So be thinking about ways that you've got ideas for making the event even better in the future.
So
Okay.
who's excited?
Me.
Yay! Yay!
Okay, all right, so Belinda, you can stop the recording, and then I will stay on another couple of minutes in case people